Hello everyone, myself Suraj Radhakrishnan. I have completed my BSc IT and I am currently a student of MIL Academy and I am going to show a small demo on how to avoid web crawling. To show the complete demo, I have created a lab environment inside the Ubuntu desktop machine that is running in the VirtualBox. So let's start with the demo. So for the demo, first of all, I have hosted a web page on the local machine. So let's see the web page that I have hosted. So this is actually the web page that is containing only 2 to 3 images and just some text files. So now let's see the crawler, the crawler that I have created in the Python language. And so this is the crawler. Now let's see the working of this crawler. The crawler, when we enter any URL at this place, the crawler will goes to that URL, goes to that web page and download all the images from that web page. So this is all. This is just a simple crawler, and now to show the how that this crawler works. Let's run the crawler and check. Uh, here besides this folder, we can see that there are 3 images that are downloaded by the crawler. So it shows that crawler is working properly. So now how we can protect our information or vital data from web crawlers. So to show this now how we can protect our data. So using the password protection method, that is to avoid the web crawlers. So for the password protection, we are going to use the .htaccess and .htpassword file. That is actually a default configuration file that is included in most of the web servers like Apache. So let's see the .htaccess file. I have already created a text format of .htaccess file. So let's open that. So this is the htaccess file. These 4 lines are included in this. The first line shows that the destination of the .htpassword file, that is where the htpassword file is being located, that is inside the /var and /ww folder. And the next 2 lines are the common lines that are included, and the last line shows that it requires a valid user. That is, only a valid user with a username and password can only access the website, and no unknown user has the right to access. Now save the file with name .htaccess. The most important point to be noted is that the file name must be .htaccess. So let's save the file. Now same for let's see the htpassword file. That is actually I created before, and this is the username Suraj, followed by a colon and then the encrypted password. So this is a catch in this htpassword file, that is the password is in an encrypted format. So how we can encrypt this password? So for these online tools are available. These are the links where we can get these online tools to encrypt the password. So now continuing with this and saving this file with name.htpassword. So again the point to be noted is that the file name must be .htpassword. So let's save the file and check whether the protection mechanism is being implemented or not by running the crawler again. So here we can see that it is asking for a username, and when we enter any wrong username, it will also ask for password, and we enter wrong password, then it will not access that site. It will again prompt for the username and the password, and also we can check in the web page that the protection mechanism is being implemented there or not. So here it's asking for a username and password. So until and unless we enter a right password, it will not access we will not have the ability to access the website. So when we enter a correct password, it will get into the website, and we can see our informations, and we can get all the data that are required. So this is all about a password protection mechanism that is used to avoid a web problem.